Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. So today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why your affair partner wants to remain friends. My name is Stacey. If you're new here, welcome. I'm an infidelity recovery coach and I specialize in helping the unfaithful end their affair and heal from it. If you would like information on how to work with me, you can check the description box below. And let's get started. Okay, so I want, I have discovered that a lot of affair partners want to know if they can just be friends. My affair partner and I had talked about it. Like if the affair ended, could we just be friends? Could we still hang out? Now, to our conclusion, we didn't think that it would be the best idea because it's hard to go back to just that friend zone. And he wanted more, and we had planned on being together. So there's different types of affair relationships. There's the affair relationship where the couple makes a plan to be together, saying, hey, we're going to leave our spouses, we want to get married, we want to start a life of our own. And that's where my affair partner and I came in at. That's what we had talked about doing and we had decided to do. So that's one type. And then the other type of affair relationship is the type that says, the couple, they say, you know what, I'm never leaving my spouse, we're staying, I'm staying with my husband, I'm staying with my wife. This isn't really going anywheres, so that's a decision that they make. But so I really want to talk about, I kind of want to focus on that couple who have decided to, stay in their marriages, but their affair has gotten to the power struggle stage where it's starting to, slowly fade out. Now, I'm not saying that the couple who decides to get together, this doesn't happen for them. I just don't think that it happens as often, but it could. So what happens is when you decide that you're not going to leave your spouse and you know that, but you like doing what you're doing, you like being in the relationship with this person, they're fulfilling the needs that, your marriage is not providing for you. And again, let's keep this on the surface level, not as deep as, okay, why did I really have an affair, that kind of thing. But let's just talk about, hey, I have some unmet needs. So now we have this couple who are together but they know that they're not going to leave their spouse. But the affair is coming to an end because they, have the pressure from the outside world. Maybe the spouses find out, maybe the guilt is getting too much to them. And they say, okay, well, I think we need to just be friends. There are 3 reasons, there's more, but there's 3 main reasons that I have found why people say that. So the first one is sometimes, and this is really, it's painful and it's not really right to use this, excuse, but sometimes it's because they just want to let us down easy. They don't want to hurt us because they know that if I just say, hey, I want to end the affair, I want to go back to my spouse, I don't want to do this anymore, that will destroy that person that they have built this relationship with. So they decide, hey, let's just be friends, let's be friends, let's see how it goes, I still want you in my life, that kind of thing. And that, that could very well be true. So the second reason is they keep the door open because they're unsure about the marriage. Now, some people say, okay, I want to stay in my marriage, but I'm not 100% sure it's going to work out. Or they say, I'm torn, this doesn't even have anything to do with you. I just don't know if I want to stay in my marriage, and I don't know what I want to do. But I want to be with you and I like the relationship that we've created, so can we just be friends? Can we be friends while I work this out? Can we be friends while I think about this? And that's kind of, I'll say that honestly, that's where I was. I wasn't 100% sure. Like when we got down toward the end of our relationship, I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do. I was, God had given me like a revelation of what was in my heart, because I thought I didn't love my husband anymore, but actually I was just angry with him, and I had a lot of bitterness and resentment built up, which was preventing me from actually feeling, having those feelings of love to him. So I had, wanted to get a divorce and be with my affair partner. So once I had that revelation of like, oh my God, I really do still love my husband, then I became kind of torn. But I wasn't sure the marriage was going to work. I wasn't sure my husband, was going to commit. I didn't know if, the affair had destroyed him and he'd be able to get over it. I just had a lot of concerns and a lot of fears. So I suggested, hey, let's be friends. And he had mentioned that once before, but, when we got down to the end of the relationship, it was just, I don't think I can just be friends with you because I'm in love with you and I want more. I want more, so I don't know how to go back to having less. So, that can be a reason why they say, hey, let's just be friends. Keep that in mind. They're really unsure and they don't want to let you go 100%. But it's still not the best place to be in, because if someone's not sure about you, then they're not sure about you. You get what I'm saying? Okay, look at my situation. My affair partner was, I don't think I can go back to being friends with you because I want more. I want a life with you. And I'm going, I'm unsure of what I want. I'm not, and this is in my head. Okay. So I wasn't the best communicator back then. So I didn't really communicate a whole lot of what I was feeling when it came to, going back to my husband, but I was unsure. So, fast forward 11, 12 years later, I'm with my husband. So I hope you can kind of see that if they're unsure about you, they really are unsure. And that's not really the best position that you want to be in, because you don't have their full attention. The last reason is their attachment style. Now, your attachment style is essentially how you show up in a relationship. It's going to say how you attach, how you interpret your partner's behavior, that kind of thing. So when we talk about the anxious attachment style, we talk about people who have an abandonment wound and a feeling of I'm not loved, or I will not be loved, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. Now, with the anxious, because they have the fear of abandonment, they are going to be fearful to let someone go. So they might be the person that always has someone in the background, like I'm never alone. You know those people in school who always had a backup girlfriend or boyfriend because they didn't want to be alone? That's the anxious attachment style, and that's another reason that they can, they might say, hey, let's be friends, is because I'm afraid of being abandoned, and if I fully let you go, then my abandonment wounds are going to scream at me, which core wounds are really core belief systems, but they're going to scream at me and they're going to kick up fear, and I just don't think I can do it. Now, I will say this though, if a person has an anxious attachment style and their abandonment, and they have the abandonment wound, they're not going to understand why it's hard for them to walk away from you. So it's not that you want to fault them, but you want to understand that, core wounds, core beliefs, they function on a subconscious level. So it's not something that we are 100% aware of all the time. I keep looking, I got my dog in here and if you can hear him, he's like making noise, but I'm sorry. Anyways, they're not assured, they're not aware of what they're thinking, so core wounds and all of that runs on a subconscious level. All they know is I don't want to lose anybody in my life because I fear being alone. So they're going to try to keep you as long as they possibly can, and they will settle. If it's just being friends, okay, then it's just being friends. I will settle for that. So that's my 3 reasons why the affair partner will ask you to be friends. I have a video on why you shouldn't be friends with your affair partner if you want to check that out. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.